Hello again, it's Michael here with another guitar lesson from Northern Ireland. This is Philby by Rory Gallagher. We're going to look at the intro, that little solo I did, all the chords and rhythms, and then the main guitar solo. I just don't have time for the solo at the end and the other fills, but I'll talk about them in the song and give you some ideas for them. Okay, so there we go. Now, bar chords we'll start with here. So we've got a C minor bar chord from the 3rd fret of your 5th string. Then a B flat bar chord from fret 6 of your low E string. An A flat from fret 4 of your low E string. G minor from fret 3 of that string. And then back to C minor. And of course, for your preference, you can play that up on fret 8 of the low E if you want to. I just had a look at a live video of Rory Gallagher playing this, so I'm taking kind of the information from that. So those are your chords, okay? Now, the best advice I can give you for the rhythm here, that really goes for any kind of guitar playing actually, especially chords and strumming, is keep that arm on the move, okay? Especially during the times you're not making contact with the strings, okay? So when I made the tab out here, I've put in these big X's, which are just dead notes. So it doesn't have to be specific exactly what you do here, okay? Those dead notes are like rest notes in between the chord hits, okay? But you can make them a little bit more percussive, you know, almost like a drum. So let's get stuck in. C minor, just give it a strum. And then you want to get to this B flat. But before you get there, what I suggest is put in a quick down up with dead notes, just a scratch. And keep that arm on the move. So you can get to the chord, but lightly touch the string so it's muted already. Or you can just kind of palm mute, or a combination. Okay, and that's going to come up a lot. I'll get going with the rest of it here. Then go down to A flat. You are going to put a rest note in between those two hits on that. Let that bring out for the rest of the bar, then hit it again, then do a couple of dead notes. Go to G minor, then a couple of dead notes. And you go back to C minor and put a rest note between those two hits. So everything so far. And let me just repeat that for you. This takes up a lot of the song. Now, as we go on, I'll just give you some chord options, okay? You could play all those as regular 5 chords. Sounds a bit more rocky there. You could do, I suppose, the Hendrix way for these bar chords, where you're putting the thumb in the bass, which I can't really do, admittedly. But Hendrix and Rory Gallagher, you know, those guys had such big hands. You see Rory kind of switching to this kind of grip sometimes, where he's probably playing the root note with the thumb and just the D, G and B strings. So the high E's probably getting muted and the A string's probably getting muted, okay, from the looks of it. You could also do, I like these kind of shortcut versions for those major bar chords. So it just comes from your big bar chord but omit the 2 E strings. You know, stuff like that. Whatever you want to do here, you can do it, okay, but those are the chords. Now there's a nice little intro solo that I'm going to do here, and just for background of all the lead guitar stuff in this song, it's really coming from a few scales. C minor pentatonic and then the C natural minor scale. Okay, so if you know your good old minor pentatonic, okay, you'll be good for this song. Plus the extended patterns, if you know any of those. all that good stuff. Plus, we get other notes that come from the bigger natural minor scale. That's this. And whenever the solo and the leads are happening, all the notes that you're hearing are from those scales, just at different parts of the neck. Here's that nice little lead guitar intro. Okay, so I'll break that down for you. Fret 13, full step bend, and then while it's up there, give it some vibrato. Give it another one. And then we get some hammer on and pull off ideas that will come up a lot in the song. You will then go to fret 11 and quickly hammer on to 13 and immediately pull off. And then slide back to fret 10. Then pick 10 again, hammer on to 11, pull off to 10 and slide back to 8. And these are just the places I'm choosing to do the notes. You can do these notes in a lot of places, but I like the way this lands to the fingers. Okay, then into a little sequence lick. So all in the high E here, 10, 11, 13, 10, 11. Down to the B string, fret 13. Back up to the high E, fret 10. Down to 11 on the B. Down to 12 on the G. And then back to that 11 on the B string and give it a full step bend. Put some vibrato on it. Bit faster. Into the chorus then, same chords but different rhythm here, so this is how it sounds. Okay, so start with your C minor, then put in a couple of muted scratches again. You go to your B flat, but then you're going to put in 4 of these muted in between notes. Okay, so 4 of them. Before you open it up again with 2 A flats there, and then 2 scratches after that. Then another A flat with 2 scratches. And similar idea here, so A flat, a couple of scratches, 1 hit on your G minor. Then 4 of these dead note scratches. Back to 2 hits on the C minor. And then 2 dead note scratches. Bit faster. Okay, so that's verses and choruses covered, alright? Then we'll get to a bridge and let's check out the chords here. So there's a lot of cool layers of guitar in this song, as ever. And interesting sounds like a kind of Middle Eastern sitar sound. And then this bridge sounds a bit cleaner, so I'm just going to back off the volume here to show you this. 1 strum in G minor and just count out 4 beats. A flat. Interesting chord. It sounds like an E flat to me with this fret 6 of the low E added, so a nice beefy chord to a regular B flat. G minor. To A flat and get yourself a strumming pattern going there. That's down, 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 up. Quick down, up at the end to help you change. Then the E flat slash B flat. To the B flat. So those bits together. Okay, the other rhythm parts of the song are largely the same. The solo is the same as like the intro and verse chords, the rhythm I'm talking about underneath. I'm going to cover that main guitar solo here in a short second. Then there's another chorus that's the same. The last solo I don't have time to cover, but let me know in the comments if you ever want me to cover it, and hopefully one day I'll get to it. And then the rhythm under that is the same as the other bits. Let me just show you the chords at the outro, okay, because it just kind of slows down a bit at the end of the song. And there's all kinds of improvising and vamping going on when you listen to the record and the live versions there. So I'll play the solo up to speed here, then I'll break it down and I'll play it slower with tabs on screen. First lick then. So if you went over your natural minor scale, in this key C minor, you would end up playing fret 7, 8 and 10 on the G string, and that's where we're going to start here, okay? Start at 8 and pull off the 7 twice. Then go down to 10 on your D string. Then you walk up the scale. 7, 8, 10 on the G, and you're going to go to 8 on the B and give it some vibrato. Then we'll do that pentatonic lick. 8, 11 on the B, 8, 10 on the high E. And you'll notice these kind of stop, start, staccato ideas throughout it, so you've got to listen to it to get a feel for that. Then a quick hammer on and pull off. Pick 8, hammer quickly to 10 and pull off. Come down to fret 11 on the B, 8 on the B. Then we're going to play like a money note bend, I call these. Go to 11 on the B again. Give it a bend and some vibrato. So everything so far? Next lick, go to the high E. You're going to pick 8, 10 and 11. And after the 11 there's one of those kind of rest notes, then 10. So 8, 10, 11, 10. And you can hear those rest notes in between 11 and 10. Then another one of these hammer on pull off ideas from 8 to 10. And then you're going down to 11 on the B string, and you've also got a bit of a rest note there. Next one, 8, 10. Another hammer on pull off from 8 to 10. Back down to 11 on the B. So let me put those two licks together. Same like again. But when we get to this 11 on the B, don't put a rest note after it. You're going to just play it, then go to 8 on that string. And another money note bend from fret 11 of the B string. So all that section. Everything so far. Next leg. This is like extended pentatonics here, so pick that's 10 on the G and slide to 12. And then grab fret 11 of the B string. And I'm letting these ring into one another. I mean, you don't have to, but I think that sounds cool. Then you immediately pick 12 on the G string again, but it's a very fast slide back to 10 again. Kind of like that, quite jerky. So get back to 10 and you'll be pulling off to 8 and picking 10 again. Finish that off, 8 on the G, 2 10s on the D. With some vibrato. Okay, a fast flurry of notes coming up here. Pick 10 on the A, the 10 on the D. Then you're going to pick 8 on the D, hammer the 10 and just pull off the 8. Then come down to 10 on the A, up to 8 on the D. Then back to 10 on the A. Pull off to 8 and then slide down to 6. And then there's another quick flurry there. Hammer to 8 and pull off to 6, but I don't pick the note again. That's all like legato. And then we need this C note on the low E string. That's fret 8 with some vibrato just to resolve that. Let me put a few of the newer sections together for you. Now stay here. Play 8, 6, 8. Then go down to 3, 6 on your both thickest strings here. Play this sequence. 3, 6 on the low E. 3 on the A. Back to 6 on the low E. Then 3, 6 in the A. And hopefully you can see the sequence idea here. 3 on the D string now, back to 6 in the A. 3, 5 on the D to 3, 5 in the G. Okay, you can play those notes in other places, by the way. That's just the way I've worked it out. So let me put that to the other couple of newer sections. And just keep an eye on the speed there. Those last two notes are a bit slower. Then back up to like the C natural minor scale to finish the solo. 7, 8, 7 on the G. To 10 on the D. Then you do a quick hammer on pull off idea from 7 and 8 of the G again. 10 on the D. 8 on the D. And then slide to 10 with some vibrato. And then you need to grab a C in this octave somewhere, so I just choose that one and slide off. That's fret 8 of the high E. I'll recap from like the scale sequence ideas. So I'll play through the whole thing slower now.